Okay, so I'm gonna start this off quick because I was just thinking about when people hang around someone who just constantly talks down on other people. Like I know that yeah, they must join in and talk about the same um I was about to say disimprovements. I know they join in and talk about the same stuff with that person, but then I'm like thinking, what does that person who joins in feel about themselves? Like, what? I know you probably are comfortable in your own shit, which is terrible if you're not evolving or whatever, but I just want to think about that for a second because this year, like, I just really realized that I was never wrong. I was never wrong in leaving people where they're at. And I was never wrong when people would like try to put this image that they wanted me to be onto me, like they would project that. And it was kind of weird because when people can't say stuff to your face, so they text it to you or they call you, or like they'll do the FaceTime and they won't really be looking directly in the camera when your face is in the camera, or they'll be talking and they'll be out of the camera range. I had a lot of that this year and the year before that, and I would just cut those people off. So I honestly just also, because I would cut them off because you're never gonna let me feel like I'm in the wrong when I know it's you and your personality is trash. So I'm not even sleeping. I'm not even tired. I'm just rubbing my eye and it's making me go to my bed. But yeah, so I remember somebody was telling me to my face, like, oh, um, we were talking about one of her friends, and I was just like, well, we weren't talking. I just brought it up because I thought this girl was like really mean. And then my friend turned around and she was like, oh, you're worse. And I looked at her and I was just like, what the frick? Why would she say that I'm worse? But then I realized she always has drama, always is in somebody's business, always has like footage, voice recording, like stuff like CIA, Fed. She was like that. So I was just like, yeah, that's not working. And I'm glad I left that relationship where it was supposed to be left at in one of the chapters of my life. But yeah, I don't know. I was watching this reading and it really just brought attention to what I was always thinking. Like, okay, yeah, you don't agree. There's some friendships where you don't agree, but then there's some friendships that aren't even friendships. It's more so just people wanting to project onto you. And that really died this year. Like all of that, all of those friendships done. Like I'm over it. But I just wanted to bring up that thing where people really, they won't really say it to your face. They'll more so text it. And when you read a text and you're just like, what the like, what is this? Like, why would you text me this? And then you want to reach out and like call them, or you text them back and then they don't answer. And then they call you the next day, or they text you the next day like they never said the craziest stuff to you the other day. It's just, I don't know. I just thought that was crazy because that would happen. And then I would just lock the person off, or I would keep bringing it up to the point where it's like, yeah, how are you going to drop that bomb on me and then ignore me when I respond? Because that's not even true. Like what you're saying isn't true. So, excuse me. Um, yeah, I just thought that was crazy.